feel the thunder roll, the clay's flying, engines roaring full. Side by side, leading into the fight, chasing that checkered flag at night. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust, ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us. British steel, we're tough as nails, one lap closer, breaking trails from green to checkered, all out attack. We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back. Mud in the gears, fuel in the veins, working all week just to feel this strain. On the edge, we don't play it safe, running that wall, we're hitting the brakes. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust, ain't nothing like racing with the
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Slick Track Challenge for Dirt Series Promotions. We're getting ready for 2 feature races here tonight. First up is going to be late models. Then we're going to the UMPs. You guys are in for a show tonight. Let's get ready for some racing. All right, who's going to be first out on the tracks? Looks like Landon Moody out on the track first in that number 84 machine. You're not going to believe me if I tell you, Dare. I actually produced it with AI. That way I don't have to worry about copyright. What's up, Demon? I see you out there. All right, so Moody going to come across the track. Let's see what kind of lap time he puts down. Don't worry, I think this song is going to be a hit. Yeah, I think I'm going to put it on Spotify or YouTube Music because it is pretty good. I don't know why my screen just went smaller, so let me go ahead and fix that real quick. All right, so Landon Moody going to come across the charts in that number 2 spot. Brett Caudill won the practice race. He's up in the number 1 spot. Oh, I got that one. You want to hear it? Yeah, no, it did a really good job. Yeah, these are free to enter for these guys. You just got to be in their Discord. All right, let's get ready. It is Brett Caudill at the top of the charts. Josh Smith going to jump up to that number 6 spot. Here comes the Catfish. Clifford Driscoll out on the track at the number 63. Let's see where he's able to put this thing here tonight. It's got me in there, but there are 17 cars in there. I accidentally registered as a driver instead of a racer. Dare Bear, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. You're horrible. You know, you can always come in and run practice. They run a practice race before they run the actual race, and that'd be a good. There's some good drivers in here. You can learn a lot. So Clifford going to go second on the charts. Not sure if he's going to be able to pick it up here on lap number 2 as he comes across the line. He's going to keep it in that number 2 spot, it looks like, as we got Tyson Banks out on the track in the 747. Oh, yeah, I've done a few songs with AI. They come out pretty good. All right, so Tyson Banks going to complete lap number 1, I think. Nope, that's the start to lap number 1. Let's see what kind of lap time he's able to put down. What's up, Diecast? Yeah, I do too. I actually work at the local speedway during race season. All right, so looks like Tyson Banks going to catfish it through turn number 3 and 4 too. He comes across the line. Let's see where that's going to put him. That's going to put him 9th quick with a 22.4. Is he able to pick up the pace a little bit more here on lap number 2? Let's see if he moves it up to... Oh, he ran out of time. Looks like he's going to be starting in that number 9 spot. I will... You're from Indiana? I used to, yeah. Look, it's going to be a 3-car. Oh, my God. So this is basically just going to be a practice race. All right, so they did run the Consi just in case some more people showed up. What's up? Clint says, good luck 3D racing. Go get them. But, yeah, I grew up in that time. I used to be a big Steve Kinzer fan growing up. Zach, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. All right, so they are going to try just to run a few laps here and then advance it. What's going on? I know what's going on. I was going to say, why is my ticker not working? There we go. There's the ticker. I was wondering what was going on. What's happening, Jeremy? What's up, buddy? Got a double header here tonight. 2 races here at USA International Speedway. It's going to be supers, as you can see right now, going first. And we are going to get into tonight's second race later on with the UMP Modifieds. Ross, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. As they come out of turn number 4, they're going to try and just go 3 laps here and advance it so we don't have to sit through this whole thing since everybody's going to make it. Green flag is out. My Sunday's going pretty good. Did a little bit of work earlier. Now home. Take advantage of when the kids are with their mother. I only get every other weekend where I get my time and I just go out and make some extra money. All right, so Dylan McKee going to lead the way. Brian second, Brandon Gibbs in third. We're going to see if Josh is able to advance this or not. 3D Racing, thank you for the share, by the way. Make sure you guys are getting those likes, shares, and follows out there. Let's get some people up in the stream. We got about 7 people over on YouTube, 10 on Facebook, or 11. 11 on Facebook, make it 8. We got 1 over on Kick, and I don't know what we have on Twitch. And what do we got on TikTok? We got 8 over on TikTok. All right, guys, get those shares out there as we get ready for tonight's main event. They're probably going to run some warm-up laps before the feature here tonight. I'm sure they got a 8-minute warm-up or so before the feature, and then we're going to have a 30-lap feature and then kick into the UMP Modifieds after interviews for the super late models. So this is Dirt Series Promotions. This is a league. Dave. Let's go 3D, says Doug. What's up, Doug? How you doing? All right, it did not let him advance it. Look at all those penalties I got. Jeez. Fuck that guy, right? All right, so they are going to run all 10 laps out here. It did not let him advance. It's going to be Dylan McKee out front, Brian in second, Brandon Gibbs in third. I'll tell you what, I know Brandon is working on getting his VR working correctly. He could use these extra laps. How many is going to be in the feature? It is going to be all 17 drivers in the feature. I'm doing pretty good, Doug. Not too bad. Getting ready to see what I'm able to do this winter as we get the off season for real life racing. So going to try to make it interesting on the channel. Gibbs, don't back it into the fence. Jeez, you can't park there, bud. All right, does it look like Brian? Brian might be closing in on Dylan. As they come out of turn number 4, 7 laps complete. We got 3 more laps to go. It is going to be he's got an 8-minute warm-up, but he'll probably close it down about 5 minutes in, if that long. Let's see, what do we got over on YouTube? How's the stream looking over there on YouTube, Clint? How's it looking? As Dylan continues to lead, I don't think Brian's going to catch him, as it looks like Gibbs is trying to pick up the pace a little bit. Definitely off the pace for him right now. As they head through turn number 3 and 4, they're going to get that white flag this time by. Everybody's going to make it. Everybody's going to make it, so it's going to be Dylan out front, Brian in second, Brandon Gibbs in third, as Brandon is starting to pick up the pace a little bit here, starting to get a handle on the settings on that VR. As they come to the checkered flag, it is going to be Dylan, Brian, and Brandon Gibbs all going to the feature, obviously, as that is going to be the end of the heat race. All right, getting into, so technically in the Slick Track Challenge, if they get enough drivers, the heat race works as an LCQ. because the top 12 go in from qualifying. Everybody else comes in through the consi. I think it is top 12 from qualifying. I don't know. Let me look. Yeah, 12, and then 6 from the heat race if it is needed. So Josh Smith going to be out there right now as they get the warm-up. They're going to get a few laps of warm-up here, and we're going to get to watch some of these guys wreck and figure out this track, burn it in a little bit more. Do you guys think this is going to go top or bottom here tonight, or a little bit of both? What do you guys think out there? That cushion is going to get small up on the top side, but I'll tell you what, that bottom line, I ran the practice race. Well, I ran the practice and the qualifying with those guys for the practice race, and it is tricky. I kind of suck at these, so it might be my fault. As Moody going to go to the top of the charts here in the warm-up. Scott Dobbs second. There goes Driscoll and Brett Caudill to the top of the charts real quick. That's a lot of 3D racers in that top 4. Josh Smith going to go up to 5th. Let's see Gibbs out on the track. Looked like he was starting to pick up some tricky like Pocono. Yeah. It is a tricky track. It's so fast. So this is a 3/4 of a mile dirt track. This is a massive dirt track. So it's very Martinsville-ish like. So the corners are really kind of tight for how long the straightaways are. So yeah, it gets pretty tricky. A lot of people love this track. This is not one of my favorite tracks to run, but you know, that's just me. That is just me. Let's see what else we got over here in the song. All right, so Brett continuing to set the pace here as Robert Tucker has moved up into that number 2 spot, splitting the 3D racers up. Brad Allman's up there, Nicholas King, Landon Moody down to 6th here on the charts, as it sounds like they're going to go ahead and close up the warm-up. Yeah, it is still tight. It is wider. The corners, yeah, there's a little bit more banking. There's obviously a bit more banking. It is a tricky track. You are not wrong. You are not wrong. All right, so that is going to be the end of the warm-up. I think he's just letting these guys finish out their last lap as Driscoll and Brett Caudill come across the line. They're going to throw that checkered flag, and we are going to get ready for tonight's main event. Main event number 1. Don't go anywhere tonight, guys. At the end of this one, we got a double header for you here tonight. We will not cut the stream. We'll do the interviews, wait for the next session to open up, and we'll jump right in. All right, let's get ready for tonight's starting lineup. Oh, there's an invert. It is going to be Cody Connors starting on the pole here tonight with Colton Snyder in second. Going to be Taylor Wineland in that number 3 spot. Nicholas King in 4th. Landon Moody going to start in that number 5 position. Robert Tucker in 6th. Clifford Driscoll in 7th. Going to be Brett Caudill in that number 8 spot. Tyson Banks in 9th. Going to be Josh Smith in the number 10 spot. Brad Allman 11th. Scott Dobbs in 12th. Then rounding out the rest of the field here tonight, it is going to be Dylan McKee in that number 13 spot, Brian in 14th, and Brandon Gibbs in 15th. So it looks like we got 15 cars here tonight for feature number 1 here at USA in the super late models. Let's go, Moody, says Mexican dude. So they usually do both pace laps. We'll see what they do here. This is such a long track. Pace laps can be a little bit brutal here. Just to give you a feel, let's see if we can find a good view of this track. Let's see. Let's go far chase. You can just see how long these straightaways are. So much track here. As Cody Connor going to lead the field to the green flag. They're going to get 1 to go at the line. I don't think he shortened it. Let me just double check. He did shorten it. All right. So we are going green flag this time by as they come out of turn number 4. Pace truck is in. The green flag takes forever to fly. Green flag is out. Green flags out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Cody's going to try to clear Snyder through 1 and 2. Snyder tries to hold strong on the outside, but Cody's going to take the lead down the back straightaway. Here comes Nicholas King up underneath Snyder down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Snyder up the track. Nick King going to roll that bottom out of turn number 4. Kenny clear for that number 2 spot. Good run out of turn number 4. Put Nicholas King to the number 2 spot. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Let's see. Here comes Robert Tucker in that number 17 as Wineland digging down low in the number 25. Here comes Brett Caudill trying to make short work of the field. He's up to the number 5 spot, looking for more into turn number 3 and 4. Big battle up at the front as Nicholas King rolling the bottom down the front straightaway, looking for the lead down into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be King down at the bottom. Connor up high. It's side by side through turn number 2. Out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Nick King to the point. Who's going to have the lead at the line? Connor fights back on the outside. Drag race down the front straightaway. It's going to be Connor at the line that time by. King going to hold strong down on the bottom as they head through turn number 1 and 2, but Connor's going to get the wall. That's going to allow King to drag the bottom side, almost gets side by side again as it looks like the top side's starting to come in as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, it's going to be Cody Connor out front. Nicholas King in second. King gets a good run out of turn number 4. Battle for that number 3 spot as Tucker and Snyder side by side into 1 and 2. Tucker has that bottom side rolling better than Nicholas King. Almost got up underneath him as Snyder and Tucker bang doors down the back straightaway. Here comes Caudill. He's going to make it 3 wide for third into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Still 3 wide for that number 3 spot. They touch a little bit into 1 and 2 as Snyder tries to pitch down Tucker. Are they going to be 4 wide? 4 wide out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be side by side. Caudill going to get the inside wall, almost up into Tucker. Tucker going to be able to clear turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Here comes the catfish. Clifford Driscoll to the outside. Tim, thank you for the follow. Captain, thank you for the follow. Through turn number 1 and 2, Tucker has that bottom side rolling. He's back side by side with Snyder, but Snyder with a good run down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Side by side for the number 3 spot as Caudill has lost some ground. Here comes Driscoll in the 63. Driscoll going to try to dig on that high side into turn number 1 and 2. Goes to the bottom, gets to the back of Tucker. Tucker sideways. Big save out of the 17. Driscoll got in the back of the 17. Big save by Tucker out of turn number 2. He's going to lose a couple spots. Move Driscoll up to the number 4 position as they come out of turn number 4. Here comes King looking for the lead again. Looking up underneath Cody Connor. Can't quite get there as they head into 1 and 2. Snyder going to send it in almost into the back bumper bar of the 43. Out of turn 2, King has that bottom side rolling once again down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes King down low. Oh, he might have got the inside wall just a tick as they head through turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Cody Connor at the line as Nicholas King holding strong down at the bottom side. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Connor's going to slide up the track. King's going to run the middle this time through turn number 1 and 2. Can he get the run down the back straightaway? Nope, he's got to get in line. Middle lane's got no go. Too slick as King goes back to the bottom in 3 and 4. King going to dig the bottom out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Here comes the catfish looking for third. Oh, I thought he was going to try to get up underneath him in 1 and 2. Here comes Caudill up underneath Driscoll. How about getting out catfished by your teammate as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Driscoll back to the bottom side. He's going to send it in hard. Out of turn 4, it's going to be a drag race for that number 3 spot. Snyder gets the run out of turn number 4. Driscoll has to get back in line as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Big battle for the number 3 position as they head through turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Going to be single file for the front part of the field. We got a 6-car breakaway as they head into turn number 3 and 4. I bet it's craziness back here. It is absolute craziness. Back from about Moody on back. Oh, as Tyson Banks broke. Tyson Banks going to alt F4. See you later. Goodbye as they come down the back straightaway. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Nick King looking for the lead once again as they head through turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be 13 laps complete. We got 17 laps to go. I had to do some math real quick there, and I stumbled a little bit. Down into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be Cody Connor out front. Here comes Nick King trying to dig back low. Can't get it to run as we got a battle for that number 3 spot. Driscoll down low. Snyder's going to chop him. Gets into Driscoll. Big save out of Driscoll as he's got the 17 of Tucker behind him. Oh, Snyder going to get sideways out of turn number 4. That's going to allow Driscoll back up underneath as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Side by side, Driscoll's going to clear him. Barely as Snyder digs back down low. Snyder going to cut down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. He's going to send it. Gets the inside wall. Almost up into Driscoll. He falls back to 4th as King is going for the lead. King for the lead out of turn number 4. He's got to fall back in line as we're going to go back to this battle for the number 3 spot. Driscoll is there. Tucker has jumped into the number 4 spot, but here comes Caudill as Snyder is falling back to 5th. 6th. Holy shit. My bad. Oh, we got a battle for the lead once again. King almost trying to slide Connor. Not able to clear. Connor's going to dig back on the outside. Yeah, it could happen. It could happen. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Nicholas King definitely putting the pressure on Connor as Driscoll is slowly reeling them in as they come out of turn number 2. Battle for the number 3 spot is definitely heating up. Here comes King back down low on Connor in turn number 3 and 4. He's going to try to dig the bottom side. What's up, Jason? Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, looking for turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Nicholas King. We got issues at the back. Will it be a yellow flag? No, he toes. No yellow flag as Brian is now off the track. Dylan McKee and Tyson Banks all out of the race as they head into turn number 3 and 4. King trying to get that slider cleared on Connor, not able to do it that time. He's going to lose some ground. He's got to fall back in line as Driscoll has caught this duo into turn number 1 and 2. 12 laps to go. It is definitely starting to get interesting here as Driscoll is up in this battle. He's going to get to the wall in turn number 1 and 2, loses a little bit of ground. Here comes King once again. He's going to lick the stamp and send it in 3 and 4. Almost parks it on Connor. Connor going to hold it wide open up on the high side. Here comes Driscoll looking for second as they head into 1 and 2. They're going to bang doors. Oh, I don't know what Driscoll could have done different there as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. It is definitely getting interesting at the front of the field as they're going to get 10 to go at the line. 10 laps to go. I'll tell you what, Cody Connor is hanging on for his life. Hell yeah, says user 7381. As they head through turn number 1 and 2, Cody Connor going to lead the way. Nicholas King in second. Driscoll in third as we got a big battle for that number 4 spot. Here comes King again. Slides up, parks it on Driscoll's nose. Out of turn number 2, down the back, or 4 down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. 9 laps to go. Driscoll hits the bump, gets a little wonky. Here comes the 17. We're 3 wide for second out of turn number 2. Right? It is Dirt Series Promotions. Go look them up over on Facebook or dirt-series.com as they head through turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Cody Connor leading the way. 8 laps to go. 8 laps to go. Battle for that number 3 spot as Tucker is up underneath Driscoll. Driscoll going to roll the high side now. No choice as he's got Tucker up underneath. Tucker with a great run out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Nick King. King's going to run slider through turn number 3 and 4. Cody Connor all the way up on the cushion. What's up, Owen? As they come out of turn number 4, it is going to be 7 laps to go. 7 laps to go. Here comes Brett Caudill. He's up in the battle as here comes Driscoll up underneath the 17, trying to make it 3 wide, not able to do it. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, did Tucker get the inside wall? He was pretty close to it through turn number 3. He's going to clear King. Here comes Driscoll looking for third as King is into the wall. King is into the wall. Does he have a broken right front? He does in the 43. Is this going to be the yellow flag? It is as Nicholas King catches the wall down the front straightaway and brings out the caution flag. Yeah, he just came down, got into Driscoll, into the wall, breaks that right front, brings out the caution flag for the first time here tonight with 24 laps in the books. We got 24 laps in the books. Guys, we're going to have a 5-lap shootout. I saw that. I did not call VRL. All right, so Cody Connor has led every single lap here tonight. It has been a burner here for the first race of the night. Remember, guys, we have another one coming up after this. We're going to have another one coming up after this. Lisa, thank you for the like. Appreciate that. No, you're good. You're good. I don't know who followed me, but we're going to go take a look. T-Van, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Nicholas King just got that outside wall, broke the right front, and he was going to be in the way, so they throw the caution flag. He was slow. He couldn't get out of the way. Once you break the right front on these things, there's not a whole lot you can do. All right, we're going to look for the green flag this time by as they head into turn number 3 and 4. They do get one fast repair. Nick King has gotten that fast repair, has that right front back connected, and we are going to get the green flag out of turn number 4. Looks like Brian and Dylan McKee got back up in here as Tucker tries to jump Connor on the start as they come down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Tucker going to try to dig low into turn number 1 and 2. Driscoll just behind him. Tucker going to dig down low out of turn 2, down the front straightaway. It's a drag race for the lead, looking for turn number 3. Tucker going to send it in, slides up the track. Can Connor get the run out of turn number 4 to make the pass back? We got a new race lead at the line. 4 laps to go. It's going to be Robert Tucker into turn number 1 and 2. No, it is Cody Connor, not Connor Keaton. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, it is Robert Tucker out front. Cody Connor second, Clifford Driscoll third, Brett Caudill and Colton Snyder in that top 5 as they head through turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be 3 laps to go for Robert Tucker. More issues for Brian. He's going to jump onto pit road. No caution flag as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Connor's going to hit the wall. Here comes Driscoll digging down low out of turn number 2. Can the Catfish make it to the front as they head through turn number 3 and 4? It's going to be 2 laps to go at the line. Let's give him 2 laps to go. Here comes Driscoll looking for second. Driscoll going to dig down low into turn number 1 and 2. He's going to hop the bump down at the bottom as Caudill's going to stick his nose in this battle in turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Cody Connor driving for his life into 3 and 4. Here comes Driscoll looking for second. Driscoll going to take that number 2 spot. Cody Connor going to dive back down low out of turn number 4. White flag is out. Battles for second into turn number 1 and 2. Cody Connor going to try to hold on to that number 3 spot, but he's got Brett Caudill behind him as Dobbs has issues at the back. Down the back straightaway, 1 more corner to go through turn number 3 and 4. Robert Tucker leads the way. Checkered flag in the air. It's going to be Robert Tucker, Clifford Driscoll, Cody Connor, your top 3, Brett Caudill, and Colt Snyder rounding out the top 5. Cody, thank you for the share. Don't go anywhere, guys. We're going to do these interviews. And we are going to get into the UMP race. We're going to try to make them quick. So if you're listening, Josh, you can get that session up pretty quick because I'm going to go through these results and I'm going to pull them in. We're going to do short but sweet interviews. Going to be Robert Tucker with the win. Clifford Driscoll in second. Cody Connor in third. I need to go grab that. It's going to be Brett Caudill in that number 4 spot. Colton Snyder in 5th. Taylor Wineland in 6th. Going to be Brad Allman in that number 7 spot. Josh Smith in 8th. Landon Moody in 9th. Going to be Nicholas King in 10th here tonight. Brandon Gibbs 11th. Scott Dobbs 12th. Brian in 13th. Dylan McKee 14th. And Tyson Banks in that number 15 position. We're going to go ahead and get rid of that. And we're going to find a little bit better camera angle, hopefully. Yeah, Moody struggled. I was actually surprised. All right, let's go ahead and bring in the top 3. I see one of the 3 in here with me because he just jumped in. It's my room. No, you're good. You're good. I got to grab Tucker. Can't hide on me, Tucker. I find you wherever you are. All right, man, what a good race. Good, clean race there. Cody, man, you led a bunch of that one. That caution got you. They were battling hard for second, and was looking good for you, but that caution came out, and Robert was just digging that bottom side.
Oh yeah, I knew that caution came out, and I said, "Yeah, I'm not winning this one now."
Well, great run. I mean, you needed that. You've been struggling a little bit, and man, that car was just digging here tonight. Was track position that important, or were you just really cruising? This track really, what's the word I'm looking
track
for?
Position was pretty
Yeah.
important. I shouldn't have been leading all them laps, but I qualified decent enough to get to the I can't even say what it's called.
The redraw pole?
The
Yep.
invert. Yeah.
Yeah, invert.
So
well, great run here tonight. That's where you look good out front. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Thanks to you for broadcasting this, and Dirt Series for putting it on and having me a part of it. And I don't know the list of all the people, but all of our sponsors that come on all the time. And thanks again for you broadcasting this.
Yeah, no problem. Well, you can go get ready for the UMPs. I'm sure you're running those, and I'll talk to you in a little bit.
All right.
Well, the catfish didn't do much catfishing here tonight, and he got stuck up on the high side an awful lot. But man, that 63 was digging. Man, it looked good. It just looked so hard to pass tonight.
Yeah, honestly, track position was killer right there. Invert and starting 7th, and then I felt like I worked my way up to 4th or 5th there pretty good, but we spent too much time working on the front 2 there, and Tucker snuck by on the bottom, and by the time I saw him go by on the bottom, and then I knew if I tried to run down there, the momentum from the top side guys was going to clear me down the backstretch, so I just tried my best to run a slider and use whatever momentum I could going into the next corner. And I mean, honestly, it was good racing in the corners. These things are harder to drive down the straightaway.
I was saying that in the practice there. I was like, man, I'm working harder to go down the straightaway than I am to go through the corners. It was almost like a break going into the corners. But man, that thing was digging. We're able to get Cody, but not for the lead. But still second place. You got to feel good about that tonight.
Yeah, the points appreciate that. So we'll see where that stacks us up. I know we got the UMP race next, but sure would have been nice to win this thing. Tucker just he did too good of a job down there on the bottom while I was paying attention to the guys in front of me, and he snookered me right there. I should have known better.
Well, great run. Why don't we give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks to everybody over at 3D. I got to thank Josh for putting these races on every weekend. Or got to thank House of Speed Setups, West Side Signs, One Shot Scrap, JMP Home Inspections. Special shout out to the wife. Keeps kids calm and everything while I get to sit down and do this for a couple hours. So big shout out to her, and hopefully we'll do one better in the UMP race next.
Well, good luck in that, and I will maybe talk to you again later.
I sure hope so, man. Appreciate it.
No problem. Well, Robert, you had an interesting night, man. That 17 was digging, but you and Driscoll made a little bit of contact. I think it was 1 and 2. You had your hands full. What a save there.
Yeah, I thought I was gone there. I'm sure it was accidental though. Whatever, I was able to rebound, so it's all good.
Yeah, it's definitely hard when you get these tracks where you either have a little line on the bottom or a little line on the top, and it's so easy when somebody checks up. Even if they don't check up, everybody's line's a little bit different when they run the bottom, I just noticed. But, man, that thing was digging. Did you think you were going to find your way around both of them on that restart? You only had 5 laps, and you made short work of them.
Yeah, I feel like I could have got to him without the caution, but that caution helped me out a little bit. And I prefer when tracks are like this instead of being hammered down tacky. It's more fun to drive, and you actually gotta know what you're doing.
Well, great run here tonight. That 17 was digging. Justin Jefferson in the house. Appreciate you showing up. But great run here tonight, Robert. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, just Josh for the series, you for the broadcast, all the guys over at Free Speed, even though this is fixed setup or whatnot, but I appreciate all they do, and yeah, just give us somewhere to race on a Sunday. It's pretty cool. I appreciate it.
Well, have a good one. I don't know if I'll see you in the UMPs, but if you run that, hopefully you have another good one tonight.
Oh, yeah, I'll plan on it. Thank you.
No problem. All right, good run out of those guys tonight. That was a really, really clean race. A phenomenal race for those guys. almost went green to checker there. Something happened to Dobbs at the end. We're going to go back and take a look at that as we wait for these guys to go ahead and get that started. It is slow-mo. Let's see. Oh, he's trying to keep it out of Moody, and he just loses that back. It's so hard to drive these cars, and King gets in the back of them. Nothing anybody could do there. Scrap metal. Scott Dobbs ends up on his lid, creating a little bit of extra scrap metal for his team here tonight. As we missed that one. See, Brian had an issue there late in that one. Let's go see what happened to Brian in the number 20. I think he's already broke. Yeah, he's already broke. I think he clobbered that wall. Let's take it back just a little bit. Oh, no. Let's see what happens to Brian here. Ooh, he just gets into Moody and pushes. Does he get the wall? Nope. He just was not happy with his night, so he goes ahead and pulls off down the front straightaway. So good racing here. UMP's next. A lot less power. It might even be more interesting. We might have a bigger pack, more passing. We're going to find out here soon. Let's go see if they have that next event up yet. I got to go find iRacing. Does not look like it is up yet. I'm going to go type it. All right, let's see. Got to take that off. There it is. All right, so... All right, this time I am going in as a watch. So we are going to go ahead and do this. We're going to save this replay, and we are going to get off into the next session. I don't know why I just don't ever trust the replay to come up when I do this. All right, let's see. We're going to jump over here into the new session. Let's see, 3597 SOF. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 cars. We'll see if we get anybody else. I did tell the FTM guys we did have a race tonight, so it'll be interesting to see if they show up. It should just be qualifying, then the feature. We'll see. Yeah, the caution was for the 43. That's what I said. Yep. Nick King got the wall. He broke the right front. All right, let's see. We are in the session. I'm waiting for it to... There it is. There it is. All right, so Nicholas King going to be the first, or Scripper Driscoll going to be the first one out on the track. Looks like Scott Dobbs is about to come out, or is out. Let's see. Oh, does he have everybody in their own practice session? Oof. So everybody is in their own practice session right now. Sam, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. All right, let's see. So Driscoll at the top of the charts. Moody, I'll tell you what, Moody is definitely looking forward to this one. He should be a little bit better in the UMPs. He does like these cars, as he is out on the track in that number 84. Currently second quick out on the charts. Let's see. That's the thing that sucks. It does not show me who's out on the track when everybody's in their own individual practice. All right, let's see. So Cody gonna go 8th quickest. He does not have the speed he had over in the Supers. Let's see if he can pick up the pace a little bit here in the UMP Modifieds. Here tonight is going to be 30 laps for tonight's main event. We do have an 8-minute practice here. We are 5 minutes into this one, so we're going to head into qualifying here in about 3 minutes. As Dylan McKee going to jump up into that number 8 spot. Robert Tucker up to the number 7 spot in the number 7 machine here. No, Herbert is not racing. Herbert is not racing here tonight. He doesn't race this series tonight. I forgot. I do not have that up for you guys. We'll go ahead and pull up those best times so you guys can see what kind of laps they are pacing. So just to get an idea, when we were in the... Oof. When we were in the Supers, they were definitely a bit quicker. Let's see. What were they running in the Supers? 22s, 21s? 20. They were in the 21s and 22s, and here they're in the 23s, and I'm sure they're going to push some 24s later on in this one. That gives everybody a chance. I don't know if I've ever seen Herbert in a UMP modified. I can't think of a time I've ever seen him in one. Did you do JK backwards? There you go. There you go. We got it. We got it. We got it fixed. As the Catfish is rolling the bottom here tonight in that UMP modified, currently at the top of the charts. He is almost a 10th quicker than Landon Moody on Moody's quick lap. Let's see what Driscoll's able to do this lap. These things have a lot less power. So, because of 23.4. So it is easier to put that power out, and the straightaways are definitely a lot easier in these than they were in the super late models. It's got to be, thank you for the share, appreciate that. It's got to be really weird going from the supers to these. It's got to be one of the weirdest feelings jumping back and forth. You guys are out there hammering those likes. I appreciate that, guys. Appreciate that. We are at 2.4K likes over on TikTok as we get ready for qualifying here in about 1 minute for tonight's event. Qualifying and then 30 laps. They will do a warm-up. They will do a warm-up here tonight. Let's see if anybody new has jumped in. Looks like we got 14 cars here tonight set to do battle. Nicholas King out on the track in the 43. He's hoping to have a little bit better luck here in tonight's second event. Doubleheader here, currently 7th on the charts. Josh Smith up to that number 8 position. Is Snyder out on the track? Snyder and Banks are not. Oh, Banks is out on the track in the 747. Yo, let's go. Great days. What's up, buddy? What's up? What's up? As that is pretty much going to be the end of practice. We're going to get into qualifying here. Now as that is the checkered flag. Going to get qualifying, then a little bit of a warm-up. Wow. That grass did something to the nose of the car. That was odd. Who is going to be the first one to jump out in qualifying here tonight? You missed the last one was phenomenal. Looks like Connor is going to be one of the first ones out on the track in the number 3 machine. He's going to take the 3C. We'll see if he's able to relive some of that race that he just had. That was a great race for him in the super late models. So you got to have a PC. And it is a subscription based for iRacing. And then, this is a free track and a free car combo right here. So they do give you free cars and tracks, but you do have to buy a lot of the content. It's definitely worth it. There are some people that run on a controller, but wheel is preferred. Go back. You know who else was? Xbox was. He was celebrating that win too. Mark, I know you're familiar with Mark. You've seen him on the streams. He's a Chicago fan, so yeah, that was it was pretty comical to read the chat earlier. What kind of PC? It's got to be a gaming PC. So if you go to iRacing.com, it will tell you what the minimum you need for it. I would definitely, personally, I would do a 7 series processor, preferably like if it's a Ryzen 7 a 7 5800 or higher. And then GPU, I guess it depends on if you're running triples, VR, whatever. Clifford Driscoll at the top of the charts right now here in qualifying. Brandon Gibbs out on the track. What is that, 11 in a row that Green Bay has gotten Chicago? I think Xbox posted that fact in the chat earlier. That they had 10 wins coming into tonight. Yeah. You probably could get away with probably about a $700 or $800 PC and have a decent experience. I probably wouldn't go. My 1660 ran iRacing fine. with triples, but it has iRacing has changed a lot since then. So I don't know. I'd probably go with like a 2060 Super or higher for GPU. But you could probably find something anywhere from like 500 to $1,000 that'll run it fine. Just get a pre-built. If you're just getting started with a wheel, you can get like a Logitech G920 probably for less than $200 now. That's the wheel and pedals. The pedals suck. I will say that. That was the first thing I upgraded when I got into iRacing. It was my pedals. I got the Fanatec V3s, which were like $400, and I'm assuming they're still $400, but that was the best investment I could have made. All right, these guys are going to come out and do a little bit of warm-up. We'll go look at those qualifying results real quick, just so you can see where your favorite driver was since I was talking. We are UMP modifieds at USA. So Driscoll with the quick time, Brett Caudill second, Brad Allman third. So it's the same front row as it was for the Supers, except we got an invert, so those guys are going to be starting back on, I believe, the fourth row. Let's just invert a top 8. So I'm going to tell you who's on the pole. So it's going to be Tyson Banks on the pole, Brandon Gibbs in second, Scott Dobbs third, Moody fourth, Nicholas King fifth, Brad Allman sixth, Brett Caudill seventh, Clifford Driscoll in eighth. Then it's going to be Josh Smith, Cody Connor, Brian McKee, Snyder, and Tucker rounding out the field. Tucker did not take a time. Okay, is that how much it is? Honestly, though, they got the G923, which is without the shifter. I mean, you could use the paddle shifter. If you're, and look, I don't use the shifter because I frickin' run mostly dirt when I run. So usually just one gear. Yeah, Tucker's got some work to do tonight. But yeah, pedals are amazing. You pull out. Yeah, you got it. I did some work on my brake. It's not as good as my Fanatec's. The Logitechs were great starters, and I would not tell you to go buy Fanatec. Facebook is lagging. Who's over on Facebook? It's giving me an FPS issue. Yes, I see this. It was lagging. It's not lagging anymore. There was a spot a little while ago where it was lagging. I see it. What's up, Hank the Duck? What's up? Worst to first right away. Tucker's fast, so I wouldn't count him out. Yeah, it looks like I had a little bit of a spike there where I lost some frames, Clint. Looks like it's better now. Yeah. It dropped down for a little bit. It's good now. You're running 60 frames now, so should be good over on Facebook. Got me a truck and it runs. That's always good. You're rooting for him. Yeah, Tucker's got a little bit of work to do. Moody wouldn't be a bad pick here in these. Moody's pretty good, and he's going to have a fourth place starting spot. It is going to be hard, or I forget where he was. It is going to be hard to beat whoever's out front. Passing is definitely going to be difficult here tonight. as it sounds like we're going to come to an end here in the warm-up. I'll go ahead and pull this up so we can see Clifford Driscoll out front with the quick time. Tucker second quick here in the warm-up. He might have gotten the wall. It is definitely, it's a big track, but because of the speeds, it is very narrow for the speeds. And it's also very even from top to bottom. That's the other thing. All right, looks like that's going to be the end of warm-up. We're going to get into tonight's main event here. 30 laps for the UMP Modifieds. Well, we had a good one in the last race. Are we going to end up with another one here tonight? Let's go ahead and hit up the starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight in the number 747, it's going to be Tyson Banks. Outside of him in the number 34 machine, it's going to be Brandon Gibbs. Outside of him on the inside of row number 2, it's going to be Scott Dobbs. Outside of him, it's going to be the number 84 of Landon Moody. Starting in 5th here tonight, it's going to be Nicholas King with Brad Ullman in 6th. Brett Caudot going to be in that number 7 spot with Clifford Driscoll in 8th. Josh Smith going to start in 9th. Cody Connor in 10th. Brian in 11th. Going to be Dylan McKee in that number 12 spot. With Colton Snyder 13th and Robert Tucker starting shotgun in the field in that number 14 position. They're probably going to go 1 to go here as it is a long pace lap as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Let's go drivers, says Great Days. As they come down the back straightaway, let me know who's your favorite here tonight. We know we got one for Tucker. Who you guys pulling for as they come down the back straightaway, coming to the green flag? Oh, we just had it. We had another frame drop over on Facebook. You know, I get told about the lagging, but there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. Looking for the green flag out of turn at number 4, side by side. Where's that green flag? Green flag is out as Banks gets on the gas. Banks on the gas into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Brandon Gibbs trying to hold strong on the outside, but Dobbs going to dig down low out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Here comes Gibbs back to the outside. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, Moody up to the top side trying to dig high as Dobbs is taking that number 2 spot. Down the front straightaway to turn number 1 and 2. We got comers and goers already. Oh, Gibbs up the track. He's going to hit the wall. Falls a bunch of spots. He's already back to the number 8 position. Digs back hard, almost into the back of Driscoll as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Nose to tail up at the front as Nicholas King tries to find a way up underneath Moody. Moody looking for second. Down the back front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Brad Ullman to the high side. He's going to take that number 4 spot as they head through 1 and 2. Battle's going to be for second. Here comes Moody down low. Yeah, I see that. There's not a lot I can do. I don't know what's going on. It should be good right now. It looks like it's good right now. Is YouTube doing the same thing? How's YouTube look, guys? Yeah, we're having issues on YouTube also, I guess. Yeah, I don't fucking know what to do. Nothing I can do about it without stopping it. Oh, we got a caution, caution, caution. Hold on, let's see if I can try and do a couple things to minimize that. I got to figure out how to tweak this. I'm having all kinds of issues here lately. Hey, they're fun. I'm good now, yeah. I just closed a couple of my windows in Chrome. Hopefully that helps. I'm getting frame drops too here. I can see them. All right, we're gonna go back and take a look and see what happened here. Looks like Cody Connor and Brandon Gibbs caught up in this one. Oh, Connor. Oh, Cody gets in the back of Snyder. Or, sorry. Gibbs gets in the back of Snyder. Nowhere for Cody to go. And brings out the caution flag. Caution flag out for the first time here tonight. I don't know what to tell you, Clint. I can't do anything about it. Hold on. Clint, you can tell me that it's freezing all night long, but there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. Just so you know. I'm on my stream. I'm just saying, he keeps telling me it's streaming. There's nothing I can do. There's absolutely nothing I can do. I can shut down the stream, but that doesn't do anybody any good. Yeah, I'm just letting you know. I'm just saying, you keep telling me like 800 times. There's nothing I can do about it. There's absolutely nothing I can do to fix it while I'm streaming. I'm just saying. Yeah, it just stresses me out when you tell me 800 times. I've got like 3 or 4 messages. All right, we're gonna go back green flag. As they come down the back straightaway, looking for the green flag into turn at number 3 and 4. It is going to be a Delaware restart style. We didn't see this in the other one because it was inside 10 laps. It is going to be Tyson Banks out front as they look for the green flag out of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Green flag's out as Moody tries to get up underneath Dobbs into turn number 1 and 2. Dobbs up the track. Here comes Moody down low. Moody to the number 2 spot. Caudill going to try to take advantage down the back straightaway. Down the back straightaway. He's got to get in line. Dobbs in that number 3 spot. Here comes Caudill down low trying to get around that number 29 through turn number 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway. It's going to be 5 laps in the books. 5 laps in the books as they head into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be Tyson Banks leading the way. We're watching that battle for the number 3 spot. Caudill going to take it. Dobbs back to 4th as here comes Brad Allman in that number 9. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do, Wallace. I can't do it. I can end the stream. There's no magic switch I can say to say, hey, work better. Caution is out as Dobbs is up on his lid. Caution flag is out. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I stream a lot. All right. It is tough on my PC. Yeah, it's good over there. It's happening over on Facebook and YouTube. But here's the thing. I am maxing out my CPU. My computer is getting tired. If you want to help, support the stream and we won't get the lags. That is the best thing to do. Because I can't afford to buy a new computer or an updated CPU if you guys don't support it. I mean, that's basically where we're at. Don't bitch about it. Hit that star button. Hit that subscribe button. Help me out, guys. All right. I have no idea what happened to Dobbs because I was too busy talking to you guys about. My computer is dying, though. We're going to go take a look and see what happened. I think Brad Allman got it. Yeah, Brad just tried the slider and missed it and killed Dobbs. Dobbs ends up on his lid. He's able to go in and get his fast repair, and that is the second caution flag of the UMP race. All right, it looks like everything is working better now. Well, I have a good PC. The problem is I just keep doing more and more, and it's just not enough PC. And my CPU is getting tired. I've had it a few years. All right, down the back straightaway, looking for the green flag this time by as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Who's it gonna be? Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway, looking for turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Tyson Banks out front. Here comes Brett Caudill. Caudill going to dig down low or up high as they come out of turn 2, but here comes Moody in the number 84. He's looking to upset the front of the field as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Oh, he gets in the back of Banks into turn number 3. Looks like Banks drifted up. That's going to cost Moody some time as Driscoll looks to thread the needle. Moody to the top side, looking for second into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Driscoll. Driscoll looking to take third away from Moody as they come through turn number 1 and 2. Drag race down the back straightaway as they're 3 wide behind him. Here comes Robert Tucker from the back. Robert up 7 positions, now up to the number 6 spot, making 8 spots as they head through, or 9 spots as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Might have been some issues in the back, maybe not, as Tucker sits in that number 6 position. He's looking for Morris. Snyder gets in the wall. Snyder going to get in the wall in 1 and 2. Will that be a caution flag? Caution flag is out as Snyder gets up into the wall. I think it just froze again over on Facebook. Let me go take a look. Did it freeze over on Facebook again? It did. It definitely did. Yeah, I don't know what to do. All right, back up to the front as we've seen what happened to Snyder there, getting up into the wall, breaks the right front. He's got to go get that fast repair. Sorry, guys. I'm looking at some stuff real quick. All right, we're going green flag racing this time by as they head through turn at number 3 and 4. Green flag is out as Brett gets on the gas down the front straightaway. It's going to be battle for second down into turn number 1 and 2. Banks going to take that number 2 spot, slides up the track. Moody's going to have to back it up. Here comes Driscoll down low. He's going to roll the bottom side through 1 and 2, down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Yeah, I can't even see it because they got me looking at everything else. Through turn number 3 and 4, it is a battle for that number 2 spot as Brett Caudill tries to drive away. 11 laps into this one. Still a long ways to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Robert Tucker. Robert Tucker going to dig down low out of turn 2, down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. Who's it going to be tonight as Caudill continues to lead the field? Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Brett Caudill out front. Tyson Banks in second. Moody in third. He's going to dig down low out of turn number 2. Trying to find more as Robert Tucker is in that number 5 spot. He's giving all kinds of pressure to Driscoll. Through turn number 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway. No one able to really move forward at this point as it looks like Nick King is into that number 6 spot. Let's see, who do we got? Looks like Scott Dobbs is out of the race as it's going to be all Caudill out front. Through turn number 3 and 4, it's going to be 14 laps in the books halfway through next time by, as it looks like the leaders have finally settled in, kind of just rolling right now as they head through 1 and 2. Here comes Tucker looking for that number 4 spot, though, out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Can't get the run out of turn number 2 that he needs. He's so good through the beginning and the middle on that bottom side, but the run out is absolutely dead as he tries to cut down a little bit out of turn number 4. That doesn't seem to work as they come down the front straightaway halfway through this one. Through the pack, here comes Brad Allman trying to make his way back up through the field in that number 9. He's going to fall in place as we have all the dirt hustlers all in the same spot through turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Brett Cadill out front. Is the Facebook stream working? I can't tell, and nobody's talking. Apparently not. I just lost a bunch of viewers over there. As they head through turn number 3 and 4, is going to be Brett Cadill out front leading the way. Down the front straightaway, we're watching this battle back here between the dirt hustlers. Oh, did Brad Allman just catch the inside wall? Tried to make the move on Josh Smith. Back up to the front, still single file. Battle for that number 3 spot definitely starting to heat up as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Moody going to move to the bottom. Driscoll now up high as they come out of turn 4. Here comes Driscoll to the high side. Driscoll going to scrape the wall down the front straightaway as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Drag race into turn number 3 and 4. Driscoll now to the high side of Moody, looking for that podium as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Move Driscoll maybe. Nope. Good run for Moody out of turn 4. He's going to keep the spot that time by as they head into 1 and 2. But here comes Driscoll. He's got the edge into turn number 1 and 2. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the other ones. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn at number 3 and 4. Single file right now as Moody has moved back to the number 4 spot out of turn 4. Down the front straightaway, 10 laps to go. 10 laps to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, battle for that number 3 spot. Top 2 have driven away. They're quite a ways apart. We're watching the battle for 3rd as they head through 3 and 4. Moody trying to dig the bottom side. Down the front straightaway, looking for turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Moody digging back low. Robert Tucker tries to stick his nose in there as they come out of turn 2 down the front back straightaway. Definitely getting a little interesting here. Edward, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. As they head through turn number 3 and 4, going to be Brett Cadill leading the way. We're watching the battle for 3rd as Driscoll has it at the line. Nowhere for Tucker to go in that number 5 spot. They're running side by side in front of him. Moody trying to dig down low. Driscoll up high down the back straightaway. Yeah, I don't know. There's nothing I can do. Stop fucking telling me. I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. Through turn number 1 and 2, down the back straightaway, going to be Brett Cadill out front. Tyson Banks in second. Side by side for that number 3 spot. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway is going to be Moody back to the number 3 position through turn number 1 and 2. Moody back up to second. Tucker can't seem to find a way around either one of them as they come down the back straightaway. Driscoll going to fight back on the outside into turn number 3 and 4. They're actually catching Tyson Banks. This might be the battle for second. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Still the battle for 3rd. Closing in on the number 2 spot. 5 laps to go. Here comes Tucker. Tucker sends it in a little harder. Moody in that number 84 continues to dig the bottom side. Is Banks safe as they come down the front back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Can he hold on to that number 2 spot? He's got the cavalry coming as they come out of turn 4. 4 laps to go. 4 laps to go. Landon Moody in that number 84. He's closed in on the back bumper of the 747 as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Driscoll, Robert goes lower. They're trying to make it 3 wide on the bottom in turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be 3 to go when they hit the line. Will they go green the rest of the way? Out of turn 4, here comes Robert up in the mix. Down the front straightaway, they make contact down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. That's going to save Banks for now as they head through 1 and 2. 3 laps to go. Moody's down, digging that bottom side down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. 2 by 2 behind him for the number 4 spot. It's going to be 2 to go at the line out of turn number 4. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. Moody now hunting in on that number 2 spot through turn number 1 and 2. He's going to dig the bottom. Banks up high out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. We got a battle for second into turn number 3. Moody down low. He's going to throw it into turn number 3 and 4. He's looking to take that number 2 spot. Banks trying to hold on to third. Out of turn number 4. It's white flag in the air. 1 lap to go. Banks gets the wall. Moody up to second. Banks now having to protect that number 3 spot. Robert Tucker tried to take it away. He's looking for a double podium too as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Tucker. Tucker going to try to get up underneath Banks. Gives him a little bump. Oh, Driscoll in the back of Tucker. It's going to be Brett Caudell. Moody, Banks, your top 3. Tucker, Driscoll rounding out the top 5. All right. Good racing out there tonight. Moody up to the number 2 spot. Let's go. Go ahead and go through these results. It is going to be, that was a good try for Tucker for sure, as it's going to be Brett Caudell, Landon Moody, Tyson Banks, Robert Tucker, Clifford Driscoll, your top 5. Then it's going to be Nicholas King in 6th, Cody Connors 7th, Brad Allman 8th, Brandon Gibbs in 9th, Josh Smith 10th, Dylan McKee 11th, Brian 12th, Scott Dobbs 13th, and Colton Snyder in that number 14 position. I guess that's the best we're going to get. All right, we're going to go ahead and bring in these top 3. Let's go ahead and scoop them up. Well, we got some of them. Did we hit over 10K likes? We're at, it shows me 9.5. It might be a little behind for me. All right. Good run. We got a couple cautions earlier, but great run late. Tyson, you led a good part of this one. Caudell got around solidly in second, but man, those guys reeled you in. Had to battle for your life there at the end, but bring it home in third. You got to be happy with a nice podium finish here tonight.
Yeah,
Hey.
most definitely. I think I messed up there. I was trying to search for some grip, and I should have just ran the preferred line.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. You've been coming out here making a lot of noise here lately in the 747 in a lot of different series. Some of these series really seem to suit your style, and man, you had a great run in these UMPs. You like these UMPs?
Yeah,
Right.
I like running the UMPs just as much as I do the supers. They drive a lot different, and it makes for a better show, I think sometimes anyway. But yeah, we're unloading pretty fast everywhere we go, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Well, great run here tonight. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yep, White Knuckle Setup Shops. I know this is a fixed setup shop, but or fixed setup race, but them guys that they like I say they help me out with tips and tricks and are there for me when I need me. CSW, Turn One Designs, my son's YouTube channel. Gary, I think I might have to zoom in on it now. I gotta at least give him a shout out. Just everybody, Josh, you for putting on the broadcast. It's just a fun deal, and I appreciate you guys.
Well, great run here tonight. Definitely appreciate you. And Moody, man, you were in the middle of everything tonight.
Yep, another tough second place to get from Clifford there.
You know, you were up and down top 5 all night long. These things were awfully racy at the end there. You got that bottom side to work. Was that your strategy to beat Clifford, was to take his line away?
Uh, just really trying to just keep it in a straight line, and because I knew as long as he stayed on that top and he getting that slick on the straightaways, I'd just pull him because I'd be on the grip. So I wasn't really trying to just take his line away, just trying to not make a mistake and try not to wreck us both, I guess.
Well, great run here tonight. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
I want to thank you for putting on the broadcast, Josh and Dirt Series Promotions for putting on this deal, 3D Racing, Justin Norwood Sim Sports, Precision 3D Prints and Design, and all the friends and family watching.
Well, great run. Great run. Brett, same position as the Supers, but you had a couple checkups that might have made it a little easier to make a couple passes early on.
I thought I started 8th in the supers.
What did you start, 7th tonight? The same difference.
Yeah, it was close. Same row.
Still
Yeah.
that 4th row.
Yeah, I just had to be pretty pushy going in. Like, not pushing people around, but I can't think of the word. I'm fucking tired.
You had to be aggressive.
Yeah, that word.
Well, great run. I mean, you got the brakes, got that lead. I mean, how key was it getting that lead? Those guys were fast, and Moody was fast at the end there.
Yeah, I just needed to get the top rocked up real fast and get it wound up there on that restart and just get it out there. Because it's kind of hard to, at this track especially, if you can be in the fast line, as long as you're somewhat consistent, it's real hard to catch you. So I kind of took the chance that the top would be there after that restart, and it was. So it worked out.
I got to look at these points. Yeah, that is, let's see, I'm looking. That is definitely good for you, giving yourself a little bit of cushion in the Slick Track Challenge, taking a win.